Hey guys, Denise Cardenas here. Welcome to my Instagram training. I'm super excited that you're here. If you're watching this, it's probably because you're trying to learn how to use Instagram to really grow your business, right? You see so many people doing it, and I wanted to share with you guys what I'm personally doing to help me grow my own personal business that I know will help you guys in your own personal business. And even if you don't have a business and you're looking for a way to earn an income online by using Instagram, this training will definitely help you as well, okay? So stay tuned. I'm going to share with you guys step by step of how I set up my Instagram and how I automate it, okay? So before we get started, make sure you take out all distractions, and concentrate in this training that I know will definitely help you take your business to the next level, okay? So I want to share my screen really quick. Give me a second. All right, so I'm assuming you're seeing my screen right now. So let's see. I'm gonna start right here. So, okay guys, welcome. Pretty much what I've just mentioned, I'm gonna share with you guys how I use Instagram to generate targeted leads to your business. So I'm literally gonna share with you guys step by step of what I personally do. So I'm gonna just keep on going. How to have your Instagram on autopilot. I'm definitely going to share that secret sauce that hardly anyone shares, right? So stay tuned to the rest of this presentation, and I'm going to share with you guys the secret sauce, right, that hardly anyone shares of how they could do this in autopilot, right? If you guys never seen me or never heard of me, my name is Denise Cardenas. I'm a single mom. I have this beautiful little girl named Brianna. I love to travel. My passion is really to become, be an entrepreneur, coach other people, and really inspire other people. One of the main reasons, that I started my business online was because, I got tired of the corporate world, right? I got tired of, sharing my time of seeing my daughter grow up because I was always at work. So I needed to find a way where I could actually stay home and, earn an income, right? Because being a stay-at-home parent is really hard, and you have to learn how to leverage your time, right? And this is why I realized that starting a home-based business was the best thing for me, and it's one of the best decisions that I ever made in my life. But one of that main thing that I had mentioned, I want that freedom, right? So that's the reason I was looking for something online that I could personally do, that could give me that time freedom that I just was wanting, right? To spend more time with my daughter, stop missing her, grow up, travel. Those are two of the main reasons, my main passions that I have, right? So I learned how to leverage the internet, and I learned how to leverage the social media. Right? It became my vehicle to freedom, right? But a lot of times, what a lot of people don't tell you when they start a home-based business is how time-consuming it is, right? Even though you have a home-based business, it takes so much of your time, right? Even more time than actually when you even have a job, right? Because you're trying to learn how to grow this, right? It takes a lot of determination, a lot of patience. And what I've normally seen, because I've been a victim of it too, I became a slave to my business, right? I just consistently was working, and it just ended up being the same thing as me having, a job, right? I kept on missing my daughter grow up because I was trying to get my business going. I wasn't living the freedom that I was craving for, that I wanted, right? So this is a reason why I turned into the internet and I turned into social media, right? Because it allowed me to recruit members in my business on autopilot, and that's the best thing about it. And I'm going to share with you guys later on more how I was able to get that freedom that I wanted, right? So the main point of, Instagram is that you want to generate leads, right? You want people asking about your business, right? Rather than you having to hunt them down. This is just a little screenshot of, people actually personally asking for my personal business and what I'm personally doing, right? I have over 200 people asking me for my business, right? So that's the power of knowing how to leverage social media, how to leverage Instagram, right? And this is what the most beautiful thing about us, and be showing you guys how to do that. So what is the process of Instagram, right? I'm going to show you guys how to do your market research, right? AKA your target audience. You need to know who you're trying to speak to, right? So I'm going to share you guys who your target audience is and how to find that out, right? I'm going to help you guys set up a sales funnel, right? I'm going to show you guys what to put on your bio on Instagram, what type of pictures to post. And for bonus, like I've mentioned, you guys, stay through the whole training, and I'm going to share you guys the secret sauce, right? How to automate your business and really have that freedom that you deserve without being a slave to your business that a lot of people have been stuck on when they start their business, okay? So the first thing is set an intention, right? What I mean by that, set an intention of what your Instagram is going to be about, right? Whether you want to create more customers, whether you want to recruit new members, you want to brand yourself. What is the reason of that Instagram, right? What are you trying to do, right? Branding yourself should always be there, but you want to find out if you're doing this to gain more customers or just get more team members in your team, right? So that's super important before you do anything. Now, we need to find out what hashtags are good for you, right? For your Instagram. We need to do some research. This might be a little bit more time consuming, but once you have them, it just starts flowing in. Okay, so how do you do your research, right? You want to follow people who are in your niche, right? You want to follow people who are credible, that have followers over 1,000, right? You want people who are either brands, public figures, experts, that are in your niche, right? You want to see what hashtags they use, right? And once you research those, you want to find out, how many of those hashtags people have been using. Let me show you. Let me just get out of here and show you guys. Hold on. How to do that. Let me log in right here real quick. Let's see. So, see, one of my main followers that I personally do love is Tony Robbins. And he is definitely a public figure, right? He's his own brand. So you want to see, who is following him, right? But a lot of times when these big figures, they kind of don't use that many hashtags because they already have the audience, right? So let me show you someone that has about 14,000 followers, right? This is a great person to follow, especially if you're trying to look for people that love to travel, that love that adventure. I love that. My passion is to travel. So I always follow people that, have a travel Instagram and have over, 1,000 followers, because that means that they're, gathering a lot of people and they're using the right hashtag. So let's see. See, this person has over 1,000 likes. So if you notice right here, look at all the hashtags they use. So I'm going to start, researching these hashtags, right? Because she's getting so many followers. Let's see. Another one. So if you're like in the health niche, right, you want to follow another person, right? She has over 3,000 followers. That's pretty good, right? Check this out. She has over 110 likes in this picture. And look at all her hashtags she has. So I'm going to do that research, right? I'm going to find out how many people have used that hashtag, right? And if it's relevant to what I'm looking for, that's super important, right? And how do you check that? Well, let's see. So for instance, see, I love this hashtag, strong, not skinny. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go here. See, strong, not skinny. I already think I was looking for it. So you put it on the research tag, right? And you wanna find out, hold on. No, it's not working for me. So when you put that hashtag, it's over 3 million people have used that post, right? And it starts showing you other hashtags that are kind of related, right? So this is a good one, strong, not skinny, strong, not skinny mom, right? Strong, not skinny moms. These are not that great because they're not a lot of people use those posts, but that's just an example, right? Let's use another one that she uses. Okay, she has no hashtags here. Let's see what another one. See, here's another one. Which, let me see. Healthy, not skinny. That's a good one. So let's see how many people have used that one. Okay, that's about 500,000. That's not bad. So that's a really good hashtag, right? So that's how I want you guys to search for your hashtags, right? Follow people that, are your niche, that, have over 1,000 followers, and check what hashtags they're using, right? And research them. You want to make sure that those hashtags are related to what you're posting. So let's click on this, right? This is a hashtag. This is what everybody's doing. So you're creating the health niche. This is definitely a really, really good hashtag to use, right? Because people want to be healthier, they're exercising, they're sharing what type of foods to eat and things like that. So this is a really good hashtag. So that's how you do research, guys. You have to do your homework, follow people that already have the credibility, check out what hashtags they're using and things like that. So that's the best way I could explain about how to do research your hashtags, okay? So let's go back. Oops. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay. So like I already mentioned, follow people that have over 1,000 followers who have either, brands, public figure, experts in your niche. See what hashtags they're using and then research them, right? And you don't want no more than 15 hashtags. You want to mix and match. So you want high numbers of hashtags, right? That have 500,000 or more. You want medium hashtags that have like 50,000 more posts. You want low numbers like 30,000 and lower, that people are using that hashtag for posts, okay? So just like I showed you guys in that example. So the next thing is your bio description, right? You want to have a really good bio description that really describes what your Instagram's all about, right? You want to put about you, what's about you, your vision, what's your passion. You want a call to action to your link, right? I see a lot of people on Instagram says click here, but like since you're using your phone, you're not really clicking, right? You're tapping. So make sure you put that tap here, right? That's one of my pet peeves that I see a lot of people click here because you're not clicking. So make sure you put tap here, right? You want to send people to your link, right? And like a lot of times I had mentioned, you want your link to direct your audience to a sales funnel, right? We're going to go through that right now. And then you want a sexy link, right? You don't want like those all long, URL that, is all these numbers and letters and things like that. You want to make your link very sexy, right? Another thing, use emojis so that way you can stand out, right? And mine right here, I have love to work from my laptop, right? Tired of chasing family and friends, recruit customers and members online. Copy my formula here. Tap here to learn more. So, and I have my freedomsinglemompreneur.denisecardenas.com. That's a little long, but that's the one I have, and it is kind of makes it look a little bit better rather than having that long URL. So let's go to the next one. So you want to set up your clickable link, right? Your clickable link needs to be sent to a sales funnel, right? It needs to have an opt-in page, a thank you page or bridge page, a company or your own sales page, and a follow-up email sequence, right? We're going to go through more details on that. You can use lead pages, ClickFunnels to create your sales funnel, and then you need get response as a follow-up email sequence, okay? So we're going to go in more detail of that. So what is an opt-in page, right? Here's an example of one of my opt-in pages. You want to solve someone's problem, right? You want to make sure, like if you're in the health industry, you want to solve their problem by saying, you want to, lose 10 pounds, do these 3 or 10 different type of exercises at home so you could lose 10 pounds or something like that, where, you're solving someone's problem of how to lose weight, right? And then from there, in order for them to get your solution, you need to request for their contact information, right? Where they'll receive your offer, right? Your business sales page, right? So that's the way you start creating your emails, right? Your lists start growing, right? Of people asking for your information rather than you hunting them down. Something very important, you want to make your sales page or opt-in page mobile friendly, right? Because in Instagram, everybody's on their phone. So you want to make it mobile friendly, right? Here's an example of one of my opt-in pages where I put free video reveals how you can test drive my $3,000 plus day system today. And you just have, when you click on a little button where it says, yes, I want to learn more, you ask them for their email address, you ask them for their phone number, you could ask them for, you know, their name. And the most important part is that email address, okay? And then the next page, you know, you want to send them a thank you, or, you know, send them to a bridge page, which, you know, you're confirming your lead, which is your email, someone who entered their information, what they'll be receiving to solve their problem, right? You want to state what they'll be receiving. Make a video. You can make a video, a bridge video, 3 minutes or less, where you introduce yourself and you share your story and what they will receive for entering their information. Okay, and then after that, you can send them to your sales page, right? Direct them to your company's sales page, to your own sales page, whatever you might have, so that way they could purchase. Okay, a lot of times people don't automatically buy, right? You know, they want more research, they want to see what you're all about and things like that. So the best thing to have is a follow-up sequence, right? Which is an autoresponder. This autoresponder is an automatic email sequence set up when people opt into your opt-in page. So rather than every time you get an email and you sending out a thank you, you know, thank you for, you know, opting in, how about you have something automated already, right? Where you'll have 10 emails already automated, where you don't have to worry, right? Where you're already sending that information automatically without you having to, you know, every time when you get a lead, having to do it manually. So you could use GetResponse, you could use Genius Marketing Pro. There's also Aweber, and different tools that you could use as an autoresponder. So let me show you an example, right? So you can get a better understanding of what is a sales funnel, okay? So I'm gonna share with you guys what I personally have done. If I could find it. Okay, that's not it. Okay, there you go. Let's see. So this is the sales funnel that I had previously showed you. So it says free video reels, how you can test drive my $3,000 system today. So you put, yes, I want to learn more. I only asked for the email address, but you're more than welcome to ask, you know, for a name, a phone number, anything like that. Just make sure you get their email address. Yes, I want to learn more. And I send them to a bridge page, okay? So this bridge page is a video where I pretty much share with them what they will be receiving, right? So I'm just gonna share with you guys so that way you get a brief idea of what a bridge video is all about. It's a little bit longer than normally I recommend, but it's just a good example I wanted to show you guys, because feel free to, you know, bust out your phone and, you know, record yourself. It doesn't have to be this professional thing, you know, that you do. It could be literally from your phone that you could record yourself, you know, have a good background, good scenery, you know, be outside and things like that. It's really, really helpful, you know, for you to stand out. So I'm gonna share with you guys in, you know, for a quick couple of minutes of what a bridge video is.
Hey guys, Denise David is here. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I'm super excited to be here. I'm actually in this beautiful resort in Punta Cana. I'm super, super excited. So I appreciate you guys clicking on my link to watch my video. If you are here, it's because you're looking for a way to generate income. You're looking for a way to help you grow your own personal business. If that's you, this video is for you. Just keep on listening and enjoying the beautiful view out here. Check out this water. But if that is you, you know, I'm going to share with you guys this, because 5 years ago, you know, I had this beautiful little girl. Oh, I had this little girl. And, you know, I had to make one of the hardest decisions of my life. And that is to take her to daycare, because I thought that was the only way to really provide for her. So that was one of the most hardest decisions of my life, because I had to trust a total stranger to watch my daughter. And, you know, having to give her that fear of leaving her somewhere, not understanding why I was doing that to her as she was 2 years old, it really broke my heart. you know, because especially because I couldn't comfort her. And every single time I dropped her off and let her know, honey, I have to go to work. She couldn't understand that, right? And I had to walk away every single time as she's crying for me because I was running behind to work, you know, and it broke my heart. Every time I would leave, I would be crying in my car as I was driving to work because I chose to go to my job because I thought it was the only way I could provide for her as a single parent. You know, until one day I knew after that moment of me having to make that hard decision and seeing her cry and ask for me, I knew I had to do something about it. I knew I didn't want to have someone else take care of my child. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be a part of her life every single time and not just be all the time at work. So I decided to find a way. I started the system that has allowed me to start my journey to be a stay-at-home parent. You know, it has allowed me to travel the world. I'm here in the Dominican Republic. I've traveled every 3 months. I've been to Orlando. I've been to Las Vegas. I've been to Mexico. And it's allowed me to live the life I really know I wanted to live. So if this resonates with you, click the link below. Check out the system that I'm personally using, and we'll connect in the next one. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay, so that's kind of like an example of a bridge video. It's a little too long that I personally recommend maybe like a minute or so that you can make yours, something long like how I elaborated. But that's just an example of a bridge video. It just kind of shows face, you know, for people get to know you and kind of, you know, get to know you already before they even decide to buy from you. And the next step is to really tell them what to do next, right? So right here, here's what you can do now, right? Click here to copy my formula here that I talk about. And, you know, join my private Facebook group. I love sending people to my Facebook. You know, that's another way of really for people to get to know you a little bit more. Okay, so that's literally it, right? You could click here, go to the sales page, or you could click here and go to my Facebook group. So that's literally what a sales funnel is, right? And I was able to get that email into my GetResponse, which is really cool, which is my automatic sequence. So automatically, I'm going to get an email welcoming myself, right? But welcoming, you know, any new members that join into my sales funnel and what they're expecting from my emails and things like that. So let's see, let's go back to my PowerPoint. Okay, so we cover this. All right, next, right? You want a sexy link, right? You want to make sure it stands out, right, on your Instagram because you only get one link. So you want to make sure it's not only sexy, but it goes to a sales funnel so you can start building your list. Okay, guys, it's super, super important. I don't know how much I have to emphasize on that, how important it is for you to have a sales funnel and not just send them directly to your sales page, you know, your company page, or to your Facebook, or, you know, you want them to enter their information, okay? How do you create a domain, right? You go to GoDaddy, right? You want your link, your sales page to your GoDaddy domain, right? I recommend your link name matches your IG name. So for instance, my IG name is Freedom Single Mompreneur. So my domain is freedomsinglemompreneur.denisecardenas.com. So easily just go back. I'm going to show you guys what I do. Okay, so I go to GoDaddy, literally. You go have an account or things like that, but you could research, honestly, any domain. It'll tell you if it's taken, how much it is. I really don't, you know, recommend you spend more than $2, $3 on a domain, and honestly, you could use that forever. So it's really cool. It's a really good investment for you guys to do, and, you know, it'll look a little bit more professional for you guys. So go to GoDaddy is how it looks, okay? So let's go back to my PowerPoint. Okay, so you want to stand out from the crowd, right? Especially when you're in a business, there's so many people that are in that business, right? You want to stand out, right? You want to show people why they should join you or why they should buy from you, right? You want to be that one person that stands out. So the best thing you could do is stop talking about your business. I know it sounds super weird, but just listen to me, right? You want people, I'm sorry, let me say this again. People hate to be sold to, right? People hate to be sold to. So stop doing it. People buy from you, not the product or the service or the business opportunity, right? They buy from you because they trust you, right? They buy from you because they know they can learn so much from you. They can you provide value and things like that. So you want to stand out, guys. Stop talking about your business. Another thing I can share with you guys of why you should stop about your business, because people already have how do you say this? They will have an image of what that business is about, right? They either heard bad things, or people talking bad about it, or they had bad experience with the product, whatever it might be. People already have an image of what that business is all about. So once they already know that you're in that business, most likely they'll be like, oh, I don't want to deal with it, right? But if you show them you, right, if you literally brand yourself, literally they're not going to think twice, right? Because they're not really thinking of the product. They're thinking about how much they're going to gain value by joining your team, or by working with you, or by buying from you. They trust you, right? The best thing you can do in your business is be yourself, right? You don't want to be any other person but you, right? People could already see that if you're not genuine, right? You want to be as genuine as possible with people. People already could see it, right? If you're trying to be fake or be someone you're just not. So just be yourself, guys, okay? So what pictures to post, right? I love to follow the 3-2-1 method, right? I love to follow 3 inspirational, motivational quotes, 2 lifestyle personal pictures, and 1 business picture. Here's an example of it. I have, 3 quotes right there. Everything comes to you at the right time. Be patient and trust the process. Another one I posted of a quote, inspirational: beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself, Coco Chanel. And those are just inspirational quotes, that people love. They also want to know about you, right? What type of person you are, what you love to do, right? I always post, pictures of me and my friends having a good time, me and my daughter. I want them to kind of bring them into your life, right? What you're all about. And people love that, right? And you post 1 business picture. What I mean by 1 business picture, show any results you have, right? If you're making money, if you're generating leads now, if you're in the health industry, how much weight you lost, or how much weight people have lost, by using your products or things like that. That's 1 business picture, right? That you're showing results of your business. So here's some examples, right? Inspirational quotes here. Here's one I have with my daughter, and I put a quote there. Or I have just a simple one that I just made: get up every morning and tell yourself, I can do this, right? These are inspirational quotes, right? So post 3 pictures of that, right, in a row. Then you want to have lifestyle pictures, right? Personal pictures. So everybody knows, I have a daughter. So I have a whole bunch of pictures of me and my daughter out and about. We love the beach, so we go to the beach. Here's a picture of me and my little nephew. I love him so much. So I'll post that of me hanging out with them. And then I'll push another picture of me and my team, right? Just hanging out, having a good time in the Dominican Republic. So I literally show my personality. I show my lifestyle that I have, right? If you have children, post your pictures with your children, right? A lot of times you're going to attract people that have children, right? They want to learn from you because, they're like, okay, I have kids too. So that's how you attract people, right? Another one's a business picture, right? Here I just show an earnings that I just got, right? That I made commission, just to kind of show proof, that my business is working, right? And that's something you guys could do as well. So I get this question all the time: how many times should I post? Literally daily post, right? You want to probably daily post, because, as soon as you start getting your followers, people want to see more of you, right? And the more you do it, the more followers you start getting. So definitely daily posting, right? So what applications I personally use are super, super helpful is WordSwag. That helps me do my quotes, right? Where you could literally post a picture of yourself and put a quote in there, do a generic quote. That way you don't consistently have to come up with quotes, right? You could literally use WordSwag. You could download it. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit biased, but I only know the iPhone has it. I'm pretty sure the Android does, but the WordSwag, I honestly don't remember if it's a free app or you have to buy it, but it's no more than 99 cents if it is, right? Snapseed, I love Snapseed. I believe that one's free. Literally, it makes your images look so clear. If you have like dark images, Snapseed completely changes it. It makes it look so good, right? Because the whole point of Instagram, they're pictures, right? So if you have like dark pictures, you can hardly see yourself. People are not going to want to follow you, right? So I use also the layout Instagram if I want to put like my picture, want to put my results, and things like that. So layout Instagram is really good as well to use. So these are the top 3 applications that I personally use on my Instagram, and really I don't use anything else for this. So how do you get leads, right? After you have your whole Instagram set up, what do you do to really get leads? So you need to follow, you need to like, and you need to comment on the followers that you have that are your brand and public figure experts in your niche, okay? So like I mentioned, I love Tony Robbins. So let's go here. Let me show you real quick what I mean by it. So if I go to Tony Robbins, he has over 500,000 followers. If I click on that, I could literally, all these people are my target audience, right? Because that's the niche I'm in, right? I love, motivation. I love motivation speaking and things like that. So that's my niche, right? People that are looking, who are business-minded, who are entrepreneurs, right? So I go this and literally could go to every single this person and follow them, right? So this is the process that you do, right? You go to your target person, right? Your brand, your top leader, your public figure expert, right? You go to them that you already know because you did your research, and you go to their audience, right? So once you go to their audience, only follow people that have less than 1,000 followers. Why? Because those people are going to notice that you're following them. If people have over 500,000 followers, they're not going to notice that you're following them, right? You want to make notice that you're following people, right? That you're liking their posts, that you're commenting them, right? Because when people have like the credibility of over 500,000 followers, they're not going to notice one single comment, right? So this is a process, right? Once you find your brand public figure, you go into their followers, you follow them, you comment on their pictures, 3 different pictures you comment on, and you like 5 pictures, right? You do this about literally 250 times. And literally, because you want to get exposed. I know it sounds like a lot, but this is like the best way to really get noticed, guys. Follow all their followers. See if that's someone you want to work with, that you know that your products would benefit them. So you follow them, you comment on 3 pictures, and you like on 3 pictures, right? And lastly, you send direct messages when they follow you back with a picture of yourself, right? You could do a picture and says, "Thank you so much for following me." Maybe put a little description of your story, kind of pushing them to your link, right? Saying like, if you want more information or what I personally do, click my link in my bio. Things like that. You want to tell your story. You want to build that relationship. You could also send them to your Facebook, right? So like, hey, send me a Facebook request. Love to connect with you on Facebook. Whatever you like. The point is you want to build relationship with these people, right? So that's why sending a direct message is super important, right? You want to thank them for your message, for following you. You want to send them a call to action to your bio link. You want to build rapport, right? So if you notice this in the corner of the Instagram, you'll see that little box, right? Little icon. A lot of people do not use this, guys, right? So you'll definitely stand out if you do direct messaging, okay? So we're almost at the end of our Instagram training, right? But like I promised you guys, I was going to share with you guys a secret sauce that hardly anyone shares, right? So I'm going to share that with you guys right now. So, a lot of times, it's the time that really holds you back, right? Because everything we went through is kind of like time consuming, right? It's super easy. It's honestly easy. But the problem is, where do you find the time to be that consistent, right? That's the problem. So why is it important to automate, right? Automation is huge. I'm like a big fan of automation, right? Because your whole goal is to be running multiple accounts, right? That's the only way to really grow your business fast, right? to have multiple accounts, multiple Instagram accounts, right? It stops you from being a slave to your business. Like I had mentioned in the beginning, you know, a lot of people get stuck being a slave to their business, right? You'll be able to be home with your family, to be able to travel, to leave your job, right? If you have things in automation. It helps you build your list automatically, right? It helps you grow your list without you having to be literally in the computer all the time. And you'll start sooner or later start making sales automatically. You'll literally start waking up to sales, which is the most awesome thing, an awesome feeling that you could possibly get, right? Once you have everything automated. So what is, you know, the automation, like AKA secret sauce? You need an automation tool, right? That automatically follows, that automatically likes, and automatically comments, right? Where you're not literally going through every single person that, you know, that person, that brand or brand ambassador has in their Instagram, right? You literally have it automated where you don't have to worry about liking them, commenting on them. It's just done automatically with this tool, right? You could either use Instagram or you could use Follow Liker. They're both really, really easy to use. I personally focus more on Instagram, and it's literally super, super, super simple how to use. So what does this mean, right? Once you have it in autopilot, you don't have to do no more calling friends and family, doing three-way calls. You don't have to do hosting parties, no more, you know, rejections. And your family will stop avoiding you. Oh, I just totally put that, will stop avoiding you, typo. Literally will stop avoiding you, right? I totally remember my family used to avoid me calling them or me showing up at their house because they always thought I was going to try to sell them something. So this is the power of not only Instagram, but literally having Instagram on autopilot. It will literally stop all of this, you know, calling friends and family, hosting parties, and really just being that time-consuming business that you really don't want, right? Because the whole point is that you wanted freedom, right? You wanted freedom to do whatever your passion is, spend more quality time with your family, whatever that might be, right? That's the whole point. So if once you learn how to have it in automation, everything changes, right? So I have mentioned to you, how did I reach my freedom, right? I wanted to share that with you guys, right? How I was able to really reach the freedom, not only by leveraging social media, but I was able to get a mentor and a coach. That really changed the game for me, guys. Having a mentor and a coach to literally guide me step by step of, you know, what I had to do, right? Where I literally had a map laid out for me, right? Without having to guess if this is the right way, if I should do this, literally everything's mapped out for me, right? I invested in my education. Okay, that's super, super important. If you're serious about your business and you really, really want to make this a full-time thing, you really have to invest in your education, right? And training, and be able to be that expert in your niche, right? You need to learn how to leverage a system, right? Having a system in place completely changed my business dramatically. And lastly, I took action daily. Right? Every single day I took action. I like completely tried to stop procrastinating because I wanted to reach that freedom. I crave for that freedom, right? I literally, once I started my business, I hated the fact that I was a slave to it, right? At first I hated that I had a job. Then lastly, I hated that I was a slave to my business. So I knew I needed to find a way to really live that freedom that I crave for. And these are literally the 4 steps that I took, right? So what is a system that I personally use, right? The system that I personally use that allowed me to reach my freedom is called Digital Altitude, okay? I get my own one-on-one coach that has made at least 7 figures, okay? They literally walk me step by step on how to set up my business online, right? It literally saved me so much time having that one-on-one coach, right? Where literally I know they have made the money that I'm personally looking for. And the best part about it, you get your own sales team to upsell for you. You know, have you ever had people, you know, buy, of course, your $5, $20 product, but you can never upsell them to the next part of your business, right? Your next service of your business. Well, what if I told you you could get your own sales team, right, to work for you and literally upgrade them to your upsell them to the next product without you having to be on the phone, without you having to be calling them all the time or things like that. You have this already in place for you, right? It's leveraging the system. This is the reason I really love the system, because it helps you not only set up your business, but you have your own sales team. And just to have the system, literally, you could try the system for $1, right? $1 trial for 14 days, just to try it out and see if the system's really for you guys. Just to tell you, I mean, I just pointed out 2 of these, things that the system has, which is a top thing for me, which you get your own coach and you have your own sales team to work with you, right? So you could try this out literally for $1. And if you join today for $1 trial, I will share with you how to have your Instagram on autopilot with Instagram, a step-by-step training on how to set up your Instagram to have your Instagram on autopilot, okay? I will show you how to effectively use the direct messaging. It's super, super important how to use direct messaging on your Instagram. And I'll literally show you guys what I personally do myself and what's been working really well. How to create a sales funnel with lead pages. Like I mentioned to you, a sales funnel is super important to having your link, to start growing your emails. How to create a sexy link for your Instagram. I'll show you guys how to use that with GoDaddy. And how to effectively use a Facebook group with Instagram. I love Instagram, but my number one is Facebook. So I love using Instagram to send people to my Facebook. And it's been working effectively once I started growing my Facebook group. So I literally will probably use all these trainings for just joining today with a trial with Digital Altitude to get your one-on-one coach and, have your own sales team, start growing your team, okay? So by joining today, once you join, connect with me on Facebook, right? Send me a friend request, send me a private message so I can connect with you guys on your bonuses that you'll be getting of how to grow your Instagram. And hopefully you guys enjoy this. Click the link below, start your trial for $1. It's literally going to change your business to the next level, guys, once you get to your one-on-one coaching. So I hope this Instagram training really helped you. And if you have any questions, feel free to connect with me on Facebook. I love to connect with everybody. If you have any questions, any additional questions that, I didn't answer on this training, I hope, I gathered as much information that I knew was useful, but, I must have missed something. It's okay to send me a message just to clarify it. So thanks so much, guys, for staying tuned. I really appreciate it. Let me just stop sharing this. Let's see. So thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to working with you guys and connect with you guys. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.